then it happened. Seriously, the most embarrassing thing that I've ever had happen to me. Don't dip the wick, Rob, you naughty boy. He asked if I'll be his best man. And I didn't have an excuse to say no.
So be warned, it's LuAnna, and this podcast contains honest, upfront opinions, rants, bants, and general explicit content. But you know you love it. Sorry, Anna's farted, and I'm like just eating it. It's so bad. Fucking disgusting.
Welcome to Thursday, and LuAnna, totally extra. How are you, bitches? We love you. Happy Crimbo. I mean, I think Christmas feels like it's going on for about 8 weeks already. I'm Anna, she's Lou, Imo's here, Bex is in the corner. Let's get smashing into your episode. But before that, very important news. Make sure you're following on your favourite podcast platform right now and you're subscribing on YouTube. Hello to our YouTubers as well.
Hello, if you're watching on YouTube.
If you haven't done it,
now.
do it. In fact, we're going to give you 5 seconds. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press follow.
That was
Thank
like
you.
2 seconds.
Here we go.
Right.
Wanderija.
Wanderija. Brilliant.
Wanderija. Imo doesn't look impressed. It's
She
not
didn't
hers.
think of that.
No.
Hi, LuAnna.
Oh, you did?
Oh, you're not doing your usual cracking up.
No, we like it. You just didn't laugh at yourself.
It's weak, let's be honest. Right, hi LuAnna. I'm going through a really hard time at the moment.
I'll punch it.
And I've recently discovered your podcast, which has been making me laugh whilst driving. And it's been a real distraction from all the crap that I'm going through.
We're pleased.
So thank you for that. You just make me laugh so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Sometimes I laugh out loud and I do get some very strange looks. Welcome to the fold. That's
Exactly.
common.
It's what we do, guys.
As a relatively new listener, I don't know whether you have ever done a weird things you found when you moved into your house segment. I don't think we have,
but we are here for this.
But if you have, then I think I would win.
Right,
we've moved into our new home, an older property, with lots of plans for very extensive building work and renovation.
Are you sure?
Anna could teach you about
I can
that.
give you my whole list.
We start the work a few months after moving in, and as we're ripping out walls and ceilings, we discover a relic of the past. Hidden in the loft was hundreds of pages of men's magazines. Men's magazines from what looks to be perhaps the 80s, judging by the hairstyles, and enormous bushy muffs splashed all over the pages. Generally, they're all torn out of the original magazines as though carefully selected for keeping as part of a collection. But it gets worse. Not only was there hundreds of pages of porno material, but some of the pages had holes ripped in them. Round holes of the girth of certain appendages.
Penis holes.
Round holes in the downstairs areas of these ladies.
Oh, no.
Yes, I'll leave the rest to your imagination. Oh, they're like fucking the magazine paper.
Like literally, like
all
like
paper cutty on the penis. Sure about this. She says
so there's no friction. How does that
so
work?
after much, well, maybe you just
you like then hold on to yourself
and
I mean, it's very odd with a magazine over your cock.
After much amusement and some pranks involving sticking some of the pages to our walls, we disposed of the saucy material. Needless to say, we didn't mention it to our new neighbours.
No.
Hope you've enjoyed this story. Keep doing what you do because you're hilarious. Keep me on and give me one of Imo's highly amusing porn star names. Lots of love.
There you go, Imo.
That is, I'd love to hear more weird things that people have found.
New segment, new feature, weird things you found when moving into a new house. Catchy
I
title.
haven't found a lot in this house. We've got some old relics like pottery and shit.
Anna, didn't you have a doll's house or
Yes,
something?
I was just about to say
Did
we had
you?
stuff in the loft. Yeah, we had a few weird things up there. Yeah, it's all a bit woo. Well, then we had then like the that spooky phase of the tellies are going on and the kids' toys starting up at 2:30, and then I saged it and it all went. The sage lady
Really?
told me you have to loudly say, "You are not welcome here,"
Wow.
and then they went.
Okay.
Although Alex and I shit our pants the other night. So the chapelle, the rental, is a converted chapel, right? We were upstairs in bed the other night, and again at 2:30 on the dot, the fucking Alexa went off downstairs in the kitchen and started playing Golden Depop Cayman Hunters thingy, K-pop Demon Hunters, and we were in bed, and I suddenly woke up and I was like, huh? And I could just hear this, we're going up, and it's a chapel, it's really open plan, so it's just echoing around the chapel. Did not tell the kids about that. They shit themselves. And then, do you know what made me laugh though? I made Al get out of bed. Of course I did. I was like, Al, the Alexa's on. And he was like, you could tell he was like shitting himself. I made him get up, go over to the landing where you can kind of like lean over like the mezzanine. I could hear him like trying to be loud enough to turn. Alexa, stop.
Then did he have to go downstairs?
No, he managed to do it like
Oh, did
shouted
he?
it at the top of his voice.
Didn't wake the kids up though.
Thank God, no. But yeah, I'm wondering if LaChapelle's got if Dead Nana's followed us.
LaChapelle's got a K-pop Demon Hunter fan. Right, we've got a voice note rant from Tammy String next. Brilliant.
Hi, LuAnna. I have a rant for you today, and I can't stand it anymore. It is the Jet 2 holiday adverts.
It's a lot, I know.
They're on the TV, they're on the radio.
Oh, babe, you have.
Even when I'm scrolling, because my phone's obviously picked up that I'm pissed off about it, and it's showing me even more. I can't stand the goddamn song anymore.
I know.
It's not even summer. No one wants to be booking summer holidays. Just give it a rest. I would rather watch paint dry than listen to Jet 2 holidays songs anymore. And the more it comes on, the more it's pissing me off.
Babe.
Sorry, I just had to get that out.
Tabby, I'm with you.
Thanks so much, girls. Love you lots. You make me laugh every day.
I'm with her. I can't hear it anymore.
I don't mind.
It's only because it got overused in everybody's reels.
Yeah.
I can't hear it anymore.
Okay. Right, we've got a message from Kaz next. She says, hi, LuAnna. It's taken me ages to write this because I'm struggling to know how to word it. But to start off, I want you girls to know there's a little success story, but also I need some advice.
Okay.
Back in June, someone posted on your lovely Facebook group. That is, if you're a new listener, Everything LuAnna Official on Facebook. Go join our community.
It's a lovely place.
Someone posted about the savage world of dating. Someone called Rachel commented on it, and I replied to her saying, I felt exactly the same. Basically, how finding a single guy who can hold his own, like so many women these days, is quite hard. Anyway, this resulted in a little side chat forming between me and Rachel. We decided to take it off the chat and slid into each other's DMs. Not in that way. We eventually swapped numbers, then voice noted and did videos of where we live, and we now speak every day.
Cute.
We rant to each other about our exes, our lives, our jobs, and of course, we have each other's backs, especially in the dating world. The crazy thing about all this is we've never met. We live over 4 hours away from each other. I don't know if I'll ever get to meet her. I'm just going to stop this story here to say what you both should do is go to everythingluanna.com, book a ticket and come and meet at LuAnna, the big party next October.
Absolutely.
That's exactly how you should meet.
Literally what you should do.
She says, we live over 4 hours away from each other. I don't know if we'll ever get to meet, but one thing I really want to do is help her start to love herself again. She's been through a toxic relationship, come out the other side, and is smashing life with her son, but she just can't see how brilliant she is. So Anna and Louisa, how do we get this girl to love herself more so that she does go for the right guy? Thank you again for bringing us together. We'd never be friends if it wasn't for your pod.
Oh, yay.
I'm so lucky to have someone in my life who is everything in a friend I would ever want, and I'm hoping vice versa. She doesn't know I've sent this. So, Rachel, because I know you're listening, apologies if you're cringing right now and for having your name on the pod, but I want you to know you're amazing and it's time you saw this for yourself. Girls, it's over to you from a very grateful Kaz from Worthing.
How lovely that you've met through us and through our Facebook group. You know what? It's so happy. It's a really positive place now. I mean, what I would say, and this probably sounds like I'm being a bit neggy, but you clearly really have bonded, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But you also can't make somebody else happy. Like you can't make somebody else see how amazing they are. So I would just say for anybody listening, really, you know, you dig down into what you're great at, what you love.
It's a bit like Indies hockey. Shit at hockey, great at singing and dancing.
This is
do
it.
the things you're good at and do more of them, and that will boost your confidence.
And you bring people, and also
then you grow.
And with that as well, ditching people in your kind of ether that are not serving you well. Like if you've got negative people around, if you're following neggy people or negative accounts, or you've got people who are just mood hoovers and draining on you, you know, all the time, you know, and it feels really imbalanced, you know.
Don't soak up the negative.
I mean, I've even had to cut out some toxic family members, you know, of recent times because they were really pulling me down, you know, and that's not done easily, but sometimes you have to think about
self-preservation.
Well, you do. And I think you have to realise kind of how much you're putting out versus how much you're getting back.
Yeah.
And if you are feeling kind of crap because of the environment you're in, we always talk about environment, make it the best you possibly can. You're bossing it. You've got a great friendship. Just keep building on that.
And also you've done the right thing in, like, you know, she has reached out to you and you've now formed this friendship, that is actually one step into progression of doing something for yourself that makes you feel better about yourself.
Definitely.
Like Anna said, surrounding you with good people, and it doesn't happen instantly, but over time, more of that will happen. You will form better relationships with people. And if they start with friendships, like you guys have formed this friendship, that will spill over eventually into a romantic relationship. But you just can't rush these things.
No.
And well done, girls. And please, if you haven't got tickets, do come and meet up at LuAnna, the big party.
Yeah, we'd love to welcome
and
you
let
to
us
it.
know if you'll be there. We will give you your moment on stage.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll sing them a song.
Yeah, honestly, we'd love that. We'd sing you the Toy Story Friends one or something.
Well.
Right, voice note, shit gift, brilliant, from Anonymous. So Jenny Taylor.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Imogen, is that you?
Hi, LuAnna. Love the pod.
Brilliant.
Really brightens up my drive to work, and I'm currently listening to the backlog because I'm late to the party as per usual. I really wanted to share with you a shit Christmas present story. I really hope this makes the pod. I'd be really interested to see if there's any other stories of people getting a similar gift. So I had, a couple of years ago, I'd been with my partner a couple of months, and before that I'd been single for 12 long years. So for me, Christmas was very much about the kids, and the only gifts I got were from my parents and my family. So to have a boyfriend finally was so exciting, and I was really hoping for anything girly, you know, perfume, makeup, jewelry, anything like that. Really excited. So Christmas Day morning, could not wait to open the gift. My boyfriend had really bigged up how much effort he'd gone to, and
It's gonna
when I opened up one of the gifts, it was a head torch.
Oh, a head
torch.
torch. That's quite a handy gift. I've got a really good head torch. I use it a lot.
I managed to
like a head torch.
pull off the best poker face that I could muster, but oh my God, I was like, what? Head torch, you know, the ones walking the dog. So yeah, and the other gifts were very practical. I had bath towels, which I didn't need, a shelf for the shower, amongst other things. But bless him, he really did try. He went for the practical approach. We're still together. I love him to bits.
Didn't ditch him.
As you can imagine, when I went back to work in the new year, and everybody was equally excited to hear what I'd got, and I had to
lie.
The story in
I'd have lied.
I'd have lied. But
Said
anyhow,
like a nice perfume or something.
the thought was there. But anyway, fucking head torch. Love you girls. Have a great Christmas, and yeah, I hope you find this amusing, because I do actually laugh about it now, even though at the time I was almost like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But anywho, later, bye.
Great shit gift. It's a house present. That's not a personal gift.
I use my head torch a lot.
To be fair, I love the head torch.
It's really
I do
handy,
love it.
especially when I'm doing the horses. Now the nights are drawing in.
Well, and because I live in the middle of nowhere as well, I
Yeah.
needed head torch when I'm going out to do my bins.
Exactly.
My 84 bins.
But for your first Christmas with your partner,
It's shite,
that's
Timo.
more like 7 years down
But
the line.
I'm just saying, he's just
No, we want it as a
setting the
present.
president right, isn't he? He's just like,
Yeah.
it's the only ways
he is.
up.
But I'll be honest, if Alex ever bought me a head torch, even now, 10, 11 years in, I'd be fuming. I'd be like,
I'm
that's a
grateful
house
for the
gift.
practical gifts.
Well, no, not me. I'm just a mercenary bastard.
Right.
Message from Anonymous. So, Misty Hill.
I don't get it.
No?
Right, go on.
Okay. Hi, ladies. I'm a fairly new listener to the pod and currently working my way through all the old eps. Call me Anonymous. Call me by my first pet / mother's maiden name. Porn star name, Misty Hill. It's a good porn name. My daughter has grown up now and is in her mid-20s, but there's something that's happened when she was at primary school, which I've never been allowed to live down by my school mum friends. A new deputy head joined the school, and word soon got around that he was a bit of a hottie.
What?
Good-looking man, smooth-sounding voice, very friendly, and all the kids loved him. The mums loved him more. In fact, we lusted after him. One Friday, it happened to be my daughter's assembly, so all the mums and dads were invited in to watch the performance. You know the drill. We all do it out of love for our kids, but sit there bored out of our minds for an hour, swearing never to have any more children. Anyway, at the end of the performance, all of the other kids' classes were sent back to their classrooms, leaving my daughter's class in the hall to go straight home with their parents. The new deputy head started circling the room, introducing himself to everybody, and you could literally smell the estrogen as mums queued up to get a chance to talk culture. Can I just say, anyone that is a school mum at my school knows if you know, you know. Okay.
If you got a hot teacher.
Well, we did, but they're not there anymore. But it's hilarious how, like, anyone that is semi-hot, semi-hot, where like flies around the honey pot, honestly. I had a bad cold at the time. So I'd been sitting towards the back of the hall, trying not to cough or let my constant nose blowing interrupt the performance. My daughter was always a bit of a performer and would often be called on to take the lead to do the narration.
Proud mum.
There she is. As I stood praising her for another great performance, up walks the new deputy head with his hand stretched out for a handshake. Phew, you must be this little star's mum, he said, giving me one of his beautiful smiles. And then it happened. Seriously, the most embarrassing thing that I've ever had happen to me. I took his hand to shake it and said, "It's lovely to meet you. Yes, I'm her mum." As I finished the sentence, I blew the biggest snot bubble out of my right nostril. I saw his eyes widen as he continued to grip my hand. Oh no! Oh no!
Sorry.
Oh! I saw his eyes widen as he continued to grip my hand. All I could do was panic as this bloody golf ball-sized snot bubble remained there, refusing to pop. My daughter yelled. Fucking kids. Mummy, that's disgusting. As I grappled in my pockets for a tissue. At least the poor man had the grace to stand and continue to chat with me. But I just couldn't make eye contact with him again, and that continued for the whole 2 years. My daughter remained at the school. Thanks for keeping me entertained on my commutes. Love you. That's so good.
Absolute classic. We've got a voice note next from Donna.
Hi, girls. I have a funny story to tell you.
Go on.
Beautiful quality.
Lovely quality.
For you. I'm a fairly new listener.
It's lovely, Emma.
I love the pod. Obviously, I've gone back to the start. So I am, I think, in 2022. So maybe if this ever gets read out, I will probably not hear it for another year or so. But anyway, no need to keep me anonymous. My name is Donna. So this happened years and years and years ago. I once worked in telesales and I had to cold call people for a soffit and facial company. And one day, you know what it's like for telesales, you don't want to receive the calls, but nor do you want to make them. But it was a job and I needed some money. So I was making calls down and out, and I remember speaking to one person and he was being quite old and grumpy and rather rude on the phone. Anyway, I thought we'd hung up. Clearly not. And I just said something like, "What a grumpy old git," or something along those lines. Like I said, this is years and years and years ago. Put the phone down, and then 2 seconds later, it rang. We didn't really get that many incoming calls because obviously we did the outgoing calls. Anyway, so he called back and he was like, "I've just spoken to you and I was still on the line and you said that I was a grumpy old git. I want to speak to your line manager." Anyway, so I was like horrified, but thinking, do you know what? I can rectify this. I said, "Certainly, sir." Put him on hold. Whispered to my colleague who was in the office listening to the entire thing. Explained obviously that they'd heard me. So my colleague came on and there was like, "Oh, sir, I'm really sorry. I shall make sure that she doesn't do this again. That was very unprofessional. Blah, 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 blah." Put the phone down. We both burst into giggles. He went away feeling really happy, thinking he got me in trouble. My work colleague was actually my mum. So we both had a good laugh. But after that, I was a bit more cautious, and I always made sure that if someone was grumpy on the other end of the phone, I made sure that they was actually cut. The call was cut, so they wasn't listening on the other end of the phone. It made me laugh at the time, and I really hope it makes you laugh
Very
too.
good.
I'm loving the pod, so I am listening every single spare minute that I get.
Thank
so that
you,
I can obviously
lovely.
catch up to the present date, and maybe if this is read out, I shall hear it. So I love you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
You're going to hear it
lovely.
whenever you catch up, babes.
Shit gifts now. This is what we were in the Crimbo season. So shit gift from Kerry. Hi, LuAnna. Years ago, my best friend's mum gave me a shit gift for Christmas. It was a tea light candle.
What, just one?
Just one. One of those you get in a bag of like 100 tea lights. So like literally 100 from IKEA for like £1.50 for them all. So weird. She actually wrapped it as well.
Stop.
Not even a little holder or anything to go with it. No, just a tiny tea light candle. What the fuck?
That probably is one of the worst gifts I've ever heard
That's
of.
probably about 0.2p.
Right, another one we've got from a non. So I lick a lot of cocks. Hi, LuAnna and Imo. Keep me on and call me I lick a lot of cocks.
Excellent.
My mother-in-law is the best at shit gifts. My son got some crisps and a bottle of Coke for his birthday.
Brilliant.
My shittest gift was some peanut butter and a glass, just a plain drinking glass. Pretty sure she forgot and found any old shit from the cupboard. I feel like tomorrow we're doing our LuAnna Traitors. Now, I messaged in our group and said, are we doing Secret Santa? Nobody replied.
Oh, I didn't read that.
Nobody acknowledged it or replied. And I now feel like what we should do is just grab any shit from our house.
Any shit from our
and
house
bring
could be
that
quite
in
funny, actually.
tomorrow.
Actually, that could be quite funny.
That's what I think we should do.
That could be quite funny. All right,
So,
done.
Send it in the group
Right,
chat.
done it in the group chat. Right, confessions. I've never told anyone this, but I've also got an idea of what to bring. Hi, LuAnna Bex. There you go, Bex. You made it in. Man fan here. I've never told anyone this, but this happened 8 years ago. I'm friends with a girl, let's call her Molly, from primary school, and we've been friends pretty much the whole way through. And she gets and she gets with her boyfriend, who is one of my other friends. Let's call him Rob. Ever since we were teenagers, I'd say there's been a little bit of minor flirting going between me and Molly, but never anything more. Anyway, her relationship with Rob gets a bit rocky after a few years, and she starts spending a bit more time with me when he's working away. And one day they have an argument. Well, we know where this is going, don't we, girls?
100%.
And Molly comes to me and we end up sleeping together twice while she's still with Rob.
Oh,
don't
dirty.
dip the wick, Rob, you naughty boy. I mean, not Rob, the other one.
Alec.
I thought, Alec, that might have been it for them. And I actually felt terrible. But what followed made me feel worse. Well, they moved house and moved quite close to where I live. And I then found myself spending quite a bit of time with them. Rob says he sees me as one of his best friends.
Oh, no.
Oh, so surely he can't know.
Obviously not.
Shortly after they announced they get engaged. And I wonder if then he must have been told, because he asked to meet me down the pub because he needs to talk to me about something. But he won't say what. I go ready to tell him I'm the worst traitor since Judas, but no. Oh, no. He asked if I'll be his best man. And I didn't have an excuse to say
That's
no.
so awkward.
I tried suggesting a few other friends, but he said no, he wanted me. So fast forward to about 6 years ago, and from now, and I'm at the wedding giving my best man speech about how perfect Molly and him are together, while all the time,
well,
I know what happened.
You know that Molly's a good shag at least for him.
Well, there is that, Lou.
That is a juicy confession.
Is that. That is naughty.
Well, at least you didn't keep doing it.
Fair.
Right, next up.
Kind
Hey,
of.
ladies, I can't believe I'm writing this in, and you have to keep me on.
Go on then.
So, she says, Imo, give me your best porn star name. She hasn't done. Sorry about that. I too,
She's
like
dry.
LuAnna, have been feeling a bit disappointed by the recent age verification on certain erotic websites.
I've never been back.
I can't say.
Can't
well,
be
nor have
bothered.
I
Can't be
asked.
bothered now.
I can't say I'm a frequent flyer, but let's say I dabbled when I
Well,
wanted.
like us.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Now we don't bother.
I'm here to confess I found a somewhat alternative, and I
Right.
couldn't share it. And I couldn't not share it with you guys. This is a cheeky recommendation.
Right, Recco Secco.
Right. Some of you might already know this, but you can... Oh, well, this is what I've been turning to.
Have you?
Well, I'll
She
read
has.
it.
Look at this
Some
confession.
of you might already know this, but
Go
you
on.
can download pretty juicy erotic books for free on whatever bookstore is on your phone. We're talking full-blown descriptions of positions, sensations, climaxes. You don't even need to read the whole thing.
Oh.
I've literally now scrolling to page 85, 100 and getting straight down to it. A few pages in and I'm done, bearing in mind I'm usually a slow burner like Anna.
Welcome.
If you're interested, I'm a particular fan of Lucia Jordan.
Right.
You can download it. You can download them so they're right there when you fancy it. Don't knock it till you try it and on. Now,
I'm gonna try it.
I've got a Secco. There's a website called Literotica, which is just loads of short stories. And
Quick
they
frig,
just
off
get
we go.
straight to it. You don't even need to download a whole book.
Can I also say as well,
Just
I'm
get
quite
into that.
enjoying that we're bringing porn back to the old school.
Yeah.
Of a bit of a little
Bit of-
confession, little written confession,
Little
the
written
written word. We don't
There
need
you
all
go.
that grotesque
No, we don't need to
pornography.
see all those
We can
bald
just
vaginas.
read suggestions.
The bald designer vaginas on video are out. A little bit of Literotica. written by
Exactly. It's
Dirty
back
Old Man
in.
is in.
Thank you for
Well,
that.
that is it.
Lucia who? I'm going to write that down.
Lucia.
We
what's her
will
name?
be back.
Lucia Jordan.
It's going in. We will be back, of course, guys, with your usual episode of LuAnna on Monday. We're getting closer to big old Crimbo. Don't forget to follow us, please. Give us a rating. And we'd love all of your guff to be sent in for your extra episodes. We need it now. It's LuAnna at everythingluanna.com or the WhatsApp number Good quality, please. 07745 266 Have a brilliant day.
Boom shakalaka. Have a good weekend all. See you later. Remember, watch us on YouTube. Peace out. Bitches. Goodbye.
You've been watching LuAnna the podcast.
What do they need to do, Anna?
Make sure you subscribe.
Boom.